Detox and its importance in your twin flame connection. So let's talk about this. What is detox and why is it a necessary part of your awakening journey? So remember, twin flames are one soul in two bodies, and they share an energetic field. Now, during what we call the love bubble phase, in the beginning of this connection, the energy is building and building and building. And it feels incredible. You're completely over the moon, so euphorically happy. You've never experienced anything like this in your entire life. Now, what happens is that energy field becomes completely saturated at some point, and then the pull energy in the connection has to pull away. So there is a push energy and a pull energy. It's similar to like a battery system where there is a positive charge and a negative charge, or a magnet that attracts and repels. So what generally we say is that the push energy is the conscious twin, and the pull energy is the unconscious twin. Now, I don't mean to use these labels in such a definitive way. They're just words that we use because in this third dimensional reality, we have to use words to describe things and concepts using language. So in this case, that's what we'll say. So once that energy field becomes too saturated, it just becomes too overwhelming and too intense. The pull energy pulls away, and then the pushing energy falls into a dark night of the soul. And that is an incredibly difficult, excruciatingly painful time, because what's essentially happening during the dark night of the soul is your ego, the conditioned self that you've believed yourself to be for your entire existence, is essentially falling apart. Its layers are beginning to crumble and fall away. And it's an ego death, which is truly painful, physically and emotionally. But this is your spiritual awakening. So whenever we're looking and focusing on something outside of us, it doesn't matter if it's a person, an object, it can be anything really. When we're focusing externally outside of ourselves, we need to realize that that is not where our focus and attention needs to go. Because for this spiritual awakening, you want to be pulling that energy and that focus back, bringing that all back to you, bringing that back to you, to your true self, your true essence, which is soul. Because we are a three-part triune being. We are not our body and we are not our mind. We have a body and we have a mind, and those are amazing things. But our true essence is soul. It is that timeless, formless essence that is eternal. And this journey is truly about aligning with that essence, aligning with soul. And that requires us to get out of the ego mind and to be present with whatever is arising. So if we are spending our time and our focus and attention on our twin and on twin flame content, on twin flame tarot readings, on doing mirror exercises, or listening to twin flame subliminals to bring in reunion, we are completely in our mind and ego. This is not a journey of the mind and ego. And if it was, then doing all of those things would be exactly where you would be. But this is a spiritual awakening, and that means aligning with your spirit, aligning with soul. It's being. It is not about doing. When we are doing, we are in mind and ego. And mind and ego operate on duality and polarity. And this is also where you are opposite from your twin. Remember, at the level of mind and ego, there's duality, and you are one with your twin at the level of the soul. And this is your spiritual journey. So we need to focus on ourselves and focus with aligning on soul. If you are in the mind and ego and you are spending your time focusing on how to get your twin flame and on your twin flame in any way, whether it be reading messages from them, looking at their photos, old videos, their social media, whatever it may be, that is going to deter your journey. And it's also going to prolong your suffering of the mind and the ego. In order to neutralize the shared energetic field, we must do a very serious detox. Now, detox means essentially you're cutting off for a very long period of time communication with your twin and not looking at twin flame content, making your priority, your top priority as your spiritual awakening, and focusing on self, focusing on aligning with soul, and bringing all that energy and focus back to you. The paradox of this journey is that when you do that and you neutralize the shared energetic field, which does take time, but when you choose you first, your twin, who is you in another body, is magnetized back to you. Just like a magnet. When you choose you, your twin chooses you. So yes, you can have the romance in this connection, but you need to realize that first and foremost, above all else, this is a spiritual, energetic connection, and it is about aligning with soul. Now, let's talk about how will you know when you are in the good energy of neutrality. You will know when your energy field is at peace and calm and neutral, when you are completely okay with your twin not coming back to communicate with them or see them again. So you have then completely detached. And when you get to that point and you're there consistently, then you know you have completely neutralized the shared energetic field. You'll also know if you're in a real true twin flame connection because your twin will come back. They will reach out to you. Or if you live in their vicinity, you will run into them. They will be magnetized back to you because this is first and foremost an energetic connection, and they cannot help but not be. But only when you are in that Zen neutral state of beingness, just being, presence, alignment with soul, that is what this journey is. So there you have it, guys. You've got to detox to neutralize that shared energetic field and make the focus of this journey what it truly is, your soul's journey. I'm sending you love. I hope you have a wonderful day. If this content helped you at all, please give it a like. Please subscribe below, and I will see you all in the next video.